This song is probably one of the most disrespectful diss track to ever be released, but with the clout and the drama it got, people have overlooked some of the lines and the verses from this song and just decided to take the fact that Drake was hiding a kid and thought it was enough. But really there's more into it and how it connects to why Drake ended up dissing Pharrell Williams on a song, Meltdown. We all know Drake and Pusha T are beefing and how the beef started. So the beef started when Pusha T dissed Drake on a song called Infrared, produced by Kanye West back in 2018 from the album called Daytona. And on the song, Pusha T raps, "It was written like Nas, but it came from Quentin." If we should criticize Drake for having ghostwriters, and the ghostwriter specifically being Quentin Miller, who came into spotlight back in 2015 when Meek Mill exposed Drake for using ghostwriters. And on the same day, Drake responded with a song called Dappy Freestyle, produced by Boy Wonder and Jaheim Swede. And on this song, Drake responded by saying that if Push criticized him for having ghostwriters, what about the person who makes him beats, referring to Kanye West, who Drake helped write Father Stretch My Hands and 30-Hour songs from the album Life of a Pablo, and talks about how he helped Quentin Miller change his life, and he wondered as to why people act as if using Quentin as a ghostwriter made him to be the way he is. And on the song, he ends up name-dropping Pusha T's wife named Virginia Williams. And 4 days later, Pusha T responded with the song called The Story of Adidin. And this is where things get intense and very serious, because not only did Push expose Drake for hiding a kid and having a kid with the baby mama who is also a porn star, he disrespected Drake's parents and even Drake's close friends and OVO producer Noah 40 Shabib. I don't mind Pusha T exposing Drake having a kid and him having a kid with the porn star, since Drake himself name dropped Pusha T's wife named Virginia Williams on the Dappy Freestyle. Dissing Drake's parents was so disrespectful and unnecessary. Maybe it's me, but I don't know how other people were raised. No matter how much you hate someone, don't ever drag their parents into your battles, because first of all, what does that have to do with their beef? And on the song, Pusha T addressed Drake's dad by saying that his father wear the same suits like Steve Harvey, which people claimed were not fashionable and they look ugly. And he says that Drake's father must stay off Instagram, and talks about how Drake's mom marriage is something that she never had. Pusha T still went further by disrespecting Drake's friends and OVO producer 40 by mocking him that he's old and sick. And for those who don't know, 40 has been diagnosed with sclerosis since the age of 22. It's so ironic that Pusha T started all of this but acted as if Drake did. And to go and attack even someone who is sick and already battling something and who don't even have nothing to do with all of this, and he didn't even produce Dappy Freestyle, if that's what he was aiming for, as Drake dissed Kanye West, who helped produce the song, Infrared. One thing about Drake is that he tends to forgive people and squash a lot of beef, but for Pusha T, it looks like it will never happen. Cause even after 6 years, Drake still takes shots at whoever is associated with Pusha T without remorse. This brings us to the recent diss that Drake made towards Pharrell Williams, who is known to working with Push a lot since the Clips era. And also, Pharrell produced 6 songs on Pusha T's last album called It's Almost Dry, and Kanye produced the other 6 songs too. Drake did this on Travis Scott's song called Meltdown. And this time around, he goes after Pharrell instead of Kanye West, as he did on Sicko Mode. He raps, "I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss. Give a fuck about all other heritage shit. Since V not around, the members done hang out the Louis, they not even wearing that shit." So Drake bought Pharrell chains, even wore them in the music video of the song Jumbotron Shit Popping. And he just flexed on us with the chains just for him to end up melting them, because he doesn't care about the heritage and the history, but most likely the history and the heritage that includes Pharrell. And he still goes even further, claiming that if Vogue wasn't suing them the day Pharrell was doing the Runaway show after replacing Virgil as Louis Vuitton director in Paris, he would have went there with one of the gang called Was Gang just to mess things up. and take another aim for Pharrell, claiming that no one even wear Louis Vuitton since Virgil has died.
Drake meltdown the niggas' chains? That's my goat. Yo, Pharrell, I love you, but that's my goat. I'm sorry.
So that's why Drake ended up dissing Pharrell, not because probably he hated him, but because of his association with Pusha T, and also for the fact that Pusha T disrespected his close friend and producer for no reason at all. So next time, if you want to blame Drake for being petty, just know that the majority of the time, it's other side who poked them. Because when Drake fights back, the majority of y'all always hating and portraying him as a bad guy.